Hello everyone, I'm Grim, a freelance artist, and this week I drew my OC in the style of Code Geass. Or at least I tried to. I've been making my way through the anime and am almost done with it, so I wanted to challenge myself to study the style of the show and try to replicate it, because I think it's super cool. But the real test to any style study challenge is not just to replicate an existing frame, but draw something entirely new in the art style. To that end, I'm drawing the protagonist of my webcomic, Pursuer of Truth. His name is X, in the style of the show. I thought it would be a good fit since he's also got a weird, funky eye like Lelouch. Now, let's jump into how I approached the challenge and how it went. The first step of a style study process is to gather reference. I found a website hosting a bunch of development art from the show, so I gathered what I felt like would be relevant to drawing my character, X, which means I focused on Lelouch, since he has a special eye feature, Colin, since she has spiked up hair like my OC and similar-ish bangs, and Suzaku, since he has what I felt like would be a close body type to my character. And I also grabbed reference for the hand poses, since I knew I wanted to do something cool with the finished piece, using a unique hand pose. I also made sure to grab some polished/colored artwork from the show so I could replicate the finishing style, or at least try to. The second step was to jump in and do studies. So I grabbed my references and I got to drawing. I focused first on a bust of Lelouch since I was planning on just doing a bust drawing of my character, and since I'm trying to style match, I know I should focus on making it look like the protagonist to really sell it. I took that bust all the way to a finished drawing so that I could make sure I could replicate the look of the show. Notably, something I've found works well with cell animation styled shows is to use a hue saturation levels adjustment layer to apply lighting, since a lot of colors have unique highlight/shadow colors picked for them in shows. And basically what I do is I tweak the adjustment layer until the most predominant color of the shadows matches my references pretty closely. And then I would do the same thing for the highlights. Usually for shadows, that means being a bit warmer and darker and more saturated. And then highlights go to be lighter, cooler, and more saturated. At least that's what I found with Code Geass's lighting. I also specifically studied the elements I called out earlier, Colin's hair, Suzaku's build, and the wild hand poses. I also did one extra expression too, because I like the show's extreme expressions a lot, and I want to spend more time digging into that. Anyway, the last step, of course, was to jump into the final piece for the challenge. It was honestly really fun. I love getting to draw in an anime style. Since it's how I learned as a kid, it's just super nostalgic for me. And I know I sort of draw in an anime style now, but it's a little more grounded in proper anatomy, and there's a little touch of Western comics in there too, and Western animation. Anyway, drawing my own cool, edgy OC in a super anime style is just a giant treat to younger me that I think they'd be super happy about. Overall, I think my finished piece turned out alright. I got pretty close to the show's style for a challenge that I only spent a few hours on, and I think the only thing that could have made it closer was probably more time and practice. But let me know how you think I did with it in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching my silly little art challenge video. I hope you liked seeing me try a new art style, and maybe it inspired you to do a similar challenge too. And if you'd like to see more art videos from me, remember to like and subscribe, since that's how YouTube measures whether or not this video was good. Or you can go read my comic that's linked in the description below if you want to see more art of X, but in my art style. With that, I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!